Hello, boys and girls. Today in reading, we're going to be talking about drama. A lot of you may be familiar with drama being called a play, and so know that those two words can be used interchangeably. So, in your reading notebook, in the fiction portion of your reading notebook, please find your table of contents and label it drama and your page number, and then again go to the next clean page in your table or in your fiction section of your notebook and label it drama. When you're done with that, raise your pencil so your teacher knows that you are ready to go. From there, we're going to go ahead and look at drama. I want you to go ahead and I'm just going to give you some background information on drama. And please, you don't need to write this down, you can just listen. Plays are, or dramas can be written in either prose or poetry, and we've talked about prose and poetry already. So remember, prose is written with the English language rules, and it's organized into sentences and paragraphs, and you have to use the rules of English language. Whereas in poetry, you've got verses and stanza, and they don't have to follow the rules of the English language, and they want to evoke a lot of emotion in poetry. Okay, but what makes these different now is a play is written for the purpose of performing. So let's take a peek at some more information on what plays look like or drama looks like. Okay, plays and drama have a lot of vocabulary, and we're going to be writing these into our notebooks here in a little bit. So go ahead and listen and follow along, and from there I'll give you time at the end to go ahead and write these down, or maybe your teacher has printed them out for you. One of the words that we talk about in drama is, or first what drama is, it's a type of literature that's performed. It's on a stage and it's by actors or actresses. Okay, and remember, drama and play can be used interchangeably. Another vocabulary term that we have when we talk about drama is dialogue. And that's just the written conversation between the characters. It's what the characters are saying. All dramas have to have dialogue, or otherwise when you're up on stage you wouldn't see anybody saying anything. I guess then it would be a silent film. But dialogue is the written conversations between the characters. Okay, usually a character's name is written and then it's followed by the words that are spoken. Setting is the descriptions that are often in italicized. Remember that wiggly writing we talked about? It tells the reader who or what is on stage, when or where the drama is taking place. So if I'm speaking and it tells me in italicized that I'm out in the woods, maybe then for props I need to make sure that I have those written out, or I have those ready to go in my play, you know, if I'm the director or something like that. Going on here, let me get rid of this screen, and going on to some more vocabulary. Acts are the main sections of a drama. You may have Act 1, Act 2, things like that, and you may even have kind of an intermission between the acts. That's kind of an intermission. I don't have that on here, but an intermission would be like a short break, almost like a recess between the two, where you can go out, go to the bathroom, and then come back. Usually if your play or your drama is a little bit longer, you may have an intermission. But in between acts, and usually there's a change of scenery in between the acts too. So scenes are the smaller sections of an act. Cast of characters are the people that are in the drama. The people, the play, the animals. I said people here, but it could be animals, it could be all different types of things. Who's ever acting out or showing us the play. Stage directions that you see in a play are the actions. So maybe they want you to pound the desk when you're saying something, or maybe they want you to walk towards somebody. Those are directions that you don't say out loud, but they are clues for the actors and actresses of what to do when they are performing. And then your script is what usually you memorize. It's written in dialogue. It's divided into the acts and the scenes. It has characters, and a narrator will usually tell the story. The narrator isn't always on the stage with the actors and actresses, but they're giving background information so that the people in the audience can understand why certain characters might be doing something or saying something or whatever, how they're interacting. Okay. A lot of you have been in plays, whether they're at the Heider Center or whether or not they're just in your classroom. But plays and drama are also another way of writing. Okay, remember going back to what we said earlier, they can be written in prose or they can be written in poetry. Go ahead and look at the pages that your teacher gave you. Um, you have a fold-out that talks about, and I treat it so that it's more of like a script that you might open up, and then we're going to go ahead and write in all those um, lists of vocabulary that I gave you. Um, Remembering that drama, dialogue, setting, stage direction, script, characters, scenes, acts are all specific to poetry. Let's go ahead and go and look at an example of maybe a play here. Oops, I've got poetry. I meant actually of a drama. I think I've got one in here. Oh, I don't. Tomorrow what I'm going to do is give you an example of prose, poetry, and plays, and you're going to have to, using your notes and using what you've been talking about, prove to me that what you have is either a poem or a play or prose. And using your notes, tell me, well, I know it's prose because it's got paragraphs. It's written in capital letters and periods. The sentences follow one another. All those types of things are telling you that it's prose. Or if you have poetry, it's rhyming. It's trying to evoke or emit some emotion from me or making me relate to it through my emotions. It's rhyming, or it doesn't rhyme. It doesn't follow the English language rules. It doesn't have capitals. It doesn't have commas. It doesn't have different things. They can all be different. Or is it a play? Do I see parts where people are talking? Do I see parts where there's things in italicized that are telling actors and actresses to move to a certain part of the stage or things like that? So tomorrow when you get those examples, you'll be able to justify your answers and prove your answers that you are right, or somebody will be able to prove you wrong because of something that they have. All right, good luck, and I hope you are enjoying learning about plays and prose and poetry.